Hey everyone, it's Ryan here, and today was another GPP day, a general physical preparedness. Since my workout volumes are kind of low right now, I figured we could definitely fill in some volume with some general physical preparedness. This got my heart rate super elevated. It was up to at least 133. I ran inside and checked it after I finished, and I timed everything perfect. I always say GPP needs to be no more than 10 minutes a day, and finish right at 10 minutes. So I did some tire flips, some farmer carries. I did one set of pull ups, which I did not like the way it felt, and some push ups and step ups. But yeah, this type of GPP really can really fill in our training volume and definitely help facilitate some fat loss and recomposition because it's all hypertrophy based. A lot of top strength coaches they love GPP. Matt Winning, Louis Simmons. I mean, the winning warm ups is three sets of three exercises, 4 sets of 25. It's basically GPP. He likes to give lifters in there to do that first before they do their main lift. I've experimented with that in the past myself, but the principle's the same to just get in better condition. I didn't like the way the pull-ups felt, by the way. So the next two after this, I did chin-ups. Like they hurt my biceps. But yeah, we're doing some. I'm trying to do a lot of movements that move my body through space because I want to just be in overall good condition. And I'm doing a very slow cut right now. To this will definitely some could potentially add some muscle back to my frame as I cut. List cardio by itself is notorious for burning muscle off. And I do a lot of cardio because my day job actually is mostly cardio. I do a lot of walking. And this just goes to show you list cardio is pretty lousy for weight loss. And the reason is if you can out eat it, you'll get fat. My first year on my job, I actually gained weight because I got so hungry doing the cardio all day, working in the heat. When I get home, I would eat 4,000 or 5,000 calories. I had no problem getting fat. I was 320 pounds at one time. So, this cardio does not add muscle to your frame. This adds muscle. Well, potentially could add muscle. I believe it does. Because it's all hypertrophy based anyway. And the step ups. I said this fills in our volume for my training too. Because we can argue the type of training I'm doing. We can use a little more quad work, a little more back work. For sure. I'm not saying this is gonna put on pounds of muscle, but it'll add a hypertrophy component to it. If I sound a little out of breath, I'm doing this voiceover within 10 minutes of filming this, so I got my time constraint this morning. I wanted to do the 6 days a week Bulgarian, but I just realized, man, it's just too much to recover from. It always appealed to my nature though to train every day. Well, at least 6 days a week. We have one off day. I think Tuesdays will be my off day from all training and lifting, just the rest. And if my individual schedule is a reason for Tuesday, because Monday is my hardest day of the week at work, typically. So it makes sense to take Tuesday off, sleep in a little bit. And I'm off of work typically on Fridays and Sundays. So two of my main weightlifting days are going to be on Friday and Sunday. I can sleep in a little bit, then I can relax after. But there's nothing coming in 10 minutes before work in the morning to do a little conditioning. And I was huffing and puffing. I even felt a little side stitch on I think the last set. It's like, ooh, we getting to where we need to be right now. And I've always historically been strongest when I add a lot of conditioning work in. I don't know why, but historically that's always been the case for me. And I could definitely go do some sled drags too. I just don't feel like filming all that. It's a hassle putting my camera by the street. Cars passing. We don't really need to film all that. I might do it here and there, but this I ain't done farmer calories in a while. This is only 70 pounds each hand, plus whatever the handles weigh. A little extra upper back work. I'm definitely looking a little leaner, so my cut's going as planned. I had a hiccup with my trying to come off a TRT. I realized for the second time I can't do it on my own. I need to go seek out an endocrinologist. I go through a test clinic. It's just a monthly cost. I don't think it's worth it, but I'll get to that in the future. But yes, I am on TRT. I have been for quite some time. I know I was jokingly putting hashtag natural on all my stuff, but it was more of a joke. Besides, I don't even really look enhanced. You're not gonna get a steroid like physique on 200 tests. I promise you guys. If any jacked fitness influencer is saying he's on 200 tests, he's lying. Like, I mean, real jacked. You can get easily jacked, but not like influencer jacked. Because they are more than just 200 milligrams of anything. But topic for another day. But as the body fat drops, I'm going to look more muscular just because I have muscle underneath all this blubber. And my belly's definitely getting thinner. I can see it. I'm doing a lot of bro style dieting, especially for lunch. Chicken and rice. I'm doing kind of Asian theme last couple of days. A little honey, a little soy sauce. Keep the fat real low while I'm working. And I'm struggling to actually eat all my food at lunch because the heat. It's always tend to lose a little weight in the summertime because I can't eat as much at work. And I usually shut my meals down around 7, 8 o'clock whenever I get off. I have one big meal. Fat loss isn't hard. It's boring. And for somebody like me, I have a binge eating disorder. So I could eat 10 slices of pizza, 3 cheeseburgers, fried chicken. I have no off switch. So for me, it's best just to prepare bland foods. And I don't really keep no junk food in my house. Because that's a recipe for disaster. That's fool's gold. Because if it's there, I'm probably going to eat it. I mean, we have to treat food addiction like a drug addiction. You can't tell a heroin addict to, just keep it in your house but don't use it. No, you can't keep it around you. You can't be around it. Same thing. Y'all know I like my tire flips though. Tire flips are a fun exercise, and you can get a used tire for free. Big old monster. Not an 18-wheeler tire, but it's a big old jacked up truck tire. It's got a big egg in it, so they gave it to me for free. Works quite good for this. I originally used it for a sled, but I found that it's problematic. I would purchase a real sled off of Rogue's website. It actually didn't really cost that much. Like $250 plus shipping and tax. Well worth the investment. And I got the the nylon skis on it so I can push it on my concrete and not piss my neighbors off. But my neighbors are pretty cool. I don't bother them, they don't bother me. But yeah, this is really going to add another element to my training. I enjoy filming these. This is an intricate part of strength and conditioning because I'm a strength athlete, not a bodybuilder. But we need to improve body composition for general health reasons and stuff. And to be more athletic. I want to start running again too. I got to figure out how I can implement that and if I beat my recovery up. I have a little bit of patella tendonitis in my right knee. So I gotta figure all that out. I said I'm guilty of trying to do too much, so I have to reel myself in a bit at times. I have exercise addiction, but because of time constraints, I can only train 45 minutes to an hour in the morning. So I had to work my programming around that. That's why the Bulgarian style training kind of fits my theme of workouts less than an hour. But I've tweaked it. I'm actually doing something I did earlier this year when I was being coached by Jason Blaha. Big fan of his work. And he had wrote a program for me. I'm basically running. It's almost like Bulgarian, really. But I modified it a little bit. Do lower reps. Because he had me doing sets of 10 on squats and deadlifts and bench press. I'm going to do sets of 3 to 5 on a squat and bench. Deadlifts, I'm going to stay at 10 though. And just use that as a hypertrophy tool. Everything else is pump work. Dips, chin-ups, hyper extensions. That's what we build muscle at. I mean, the heavy threes do build muscle. They build a lot more muscle than heavy singles. Heavy singles are pretty lousy for actually putting size on you. That's why if you could do Bulgarian and you could do singles, you have to do it 6 days a week. 3 days a week just doing singles, you're not gonna really build much muscle. Because I think a heavy single is like a half set. So you're doing 3 singles a week. That's only a set and a half. That's really not enough to drive adaptation, in my opinion. But I'm gonna do 3s and 5s and 10s on deadlifts fall. I don't need to pull heavy. I want to keep my low back healthy, improve body composition. And when the time comes, I do want to compete in powerlifting. I'll just ramp it up, start practicing heavy singles on the big 3 again. But it's not that big of a deal to me. I said body composition is the name of the game. I want to build muscle. I want to lean out. I want to put out quality information as best I can. and stuff. I know what works and stuff. And, it's a fun experiment. All right, I will see y'all next time.